What would happen if the flow of energy into China suddenly stopped? Factories would slow, cities could face shortages, the global economy would feel the shock. China is one of the world's largest energy consumers, but much of its energy comes from outside its borders. So the question is, could the United States actually cut off China's energy supply? China depends heavily on imported energy. Oil from the Middle East, natural gas from multiple regions, coal and domestic energy, but not enough to meet total demand. A large portion of this energy travels by sea. That creates a vulnerability because sea routes can be controlled. Several narrow waterways are critical to China's energy flow. The Strait of Malacca, one of the busiest shipping lanes in the world, a major route for oil heading to China. The Strait of Hormuz, where much of the world's oil supply originates, the South China Sea, critical for regional shipping and access. These are strategic bottlenecks. Control them, and you influence global energy flow. The United States Navy is one of the most powerful in the world. It has aircraft carrier strike groups, submarines global reach. In theory, it could monitor shipping routes, interdict vessels, enforce blockades, but in theory is not the same as reality. Cutting off China's energy is extremely complicated. Global trade is interconnected. Oil shipments are not just China's. They involve multiple countries, international companies, shared shipping lanes. Legal constraints. Blockading energy supplies could be considered an act of war, a violation of international norms. Economic consequences. Stopping energy flow to China would disrupt global markets, spike oil prices worldwide, impact allies as well. China is aware of this vulnerability and has taken steps to reduce it. Diversification. Energy comes from multiple regions, not just one. Land-based routes. Pipelines reduce reliance on sea transport. China stores large amounts of oil for emergencies. Naval expansion. China is strengthening its own maritime capabilities. These measures don't eliminate risk, but they reduce it. If the U.S. attempted to cut off China's energy, it would likely escalate into a major conflict. Shipping routes could become militarized. Global economies would react immediately. This would not be a limited action. It would be a global crisis. Instead of a full cutoff, more realistic actions include economic sanctions, trade restrictions, diplomatic pressure. These are tools already used in global politics. They are less extreme, but still impactful. So, can the United States cut off China's energy? Technically, parts of it might be possible, but in reality, it would be extremely difficult, highly risky, globally disruptive, because energy is not just a national issue, it's a global system, and disrupting that system would affect the entire world.